Hey, RetconRaider here, and welcome back to Xenonauts 2, Early Access, Milestone 3. As today, we really just kind of hope for a nice, quiet 2 weeks. Complete a few projects, finish up those new interceptors, maybe collect a paycheck, get some new projects going. I mean, really, pretty much everything we can do is already set into motion at this point. At least until our next payday, so it's really one of those hurry up and wait situations. But, we'll see how the aliens are feeling about that. Let's push up the clock. Carpete. Wait, we should have 2. There we go. Okay, welcome to Carpete and Erica Hammer, filling out our roster at Excommunicado. Erica's pretty solid, slightly low strength, but that should be easy enough to round out. And for Carpete, I almost skipped him because of that low starting accuracy, but I figure a shoddy and aim unit, plus some time in training, should shore him up nicely. Angel 3, online. Though still constructing gear, so just gotta watch that event log for our new accelerated cannons. Want to get those fitted as soon as possible. Workshop up and running at Excommunicado, fantastic. Plus training center expansion at Phoenix. That means Excommunicado can now build its own gear. But first, we need to actually hire engineers. We'll bring that up to 5, hit our new cap. Oof, which is slightly more expensive than I was hoping it would be, but that's fine. And now I think we can actually go ahead and slot projects, though I don't think we'll actually start working on them until the engineers show up. Yes, okay. So we'll get 2 accelerated and 1 sidewinder going. And I guess ablative? I mean, we know the UFO hull project is going to unlock something new, but that's like 3 to 4 weeks out. Yeah, we're gonna need a stopgap. We can't just have unarmored interceptors flying around. Gotta protect our investments. And back to waiting. Engineers on site. And yes, projects now have timers. Fantastic. Though we are well below the 500k threshold. Oh, hold that thought. Alien abduction, Africa. Oh man. That's one of the slightly tougher mission types, with less reward potential outside of captures and corpses. But Exo could use the action. Plus, we do need to control that panic. Yeah, why not? No reason not to, aside from the constant dread of finally losing our first raider. I mean, technically we've already lost 2. They were just too stubborn to actually die. Give me a sec. Just need to tweak some loadouts. And we are good to go. Not a ton of changes. Mostly just, slight refining on Kazorm and Kabuki. Plus a couple of extra grenades here and there where we could fit them. To those who are about to die, etc., etc. Let's do this. Oh, I did consider slotting the newbies, but ended up holding off on it. This just didn't really feel like a good mission for raw recruits. I feel like we should really save that for basic starter stuff, you know? Scout chips, cleaners, stuff like that. I feel like we've got a deep enough roster we don't have to toss new recruits right into the grinder and just hope they come out the other side in one piece. And we've got civilians. Yeah, knew we hadn't seen the last of these guys. There's Sebilians left where they came from. Okay, well that's not too bad. That's like one step up from Sectons, but below Scions. There we go. One suppressed, one provoked. Just trying to bleed off those reflex attacks. Plus, you know, durability is the one big thing these guys have going for them, so I really shouldn't take them too lightly. Sectons go down easy. But these guys take a much more concentrated beating before they drop. Target 1, capped. Not sure how much that's actually worth, but turns out Sectons are like 15 grand, so definitely worth the effort. Target 3, far right. Otherwise looks relatively clear. So focus down this guy. Nice. Cover cleared, target softened. Not sure we can actually finish him off, but we can at least set him up for next round. Actually, we might... Nope. I mean, I guess I could just have Book kill him, but that does feel like a bit of a waste. Also, no line of sight, so moot point. We'll just hunker down, keep eyes on right. And hold. Shooting. Oh. Using a captive as cover. Oh, and another one right. The one that is not as canny about seeking cover, which we will certainly take advantage of. Finish off Civilian 2. Go for cap. Ooh, so close. I should really try to fit accuracy units on our shield men. Make those stun guns slightly more reliable. Or maybe just give them stun sticks. That would work too. 'Cause Okay, looks good. We've got our corner right here. We also still have some small... Ah, shit. Okay. Cover. I wouldn't be so bold, but we know from the autopsy results that these guys are lousy shots beyond short range, so... So we can be a little riskier when it comes to exposing ourselves to fire. Though, you know, as with everything, it is itself a calculated risk. Alright, let's try to get things under control over here. Might have more in this building, so we'll just clear the whole corner. Nice. No others immediately popping in sight, so that's good. Also, I will say, that GL feels way more satisfying than the MG. Might have to pack launchers more often. No cappers on this side, so just go for kills. Ah. Come on, guys. Got to even out those scales. Could go for a stun. Nope, never mind. My mistake. I will be staying right here and maybe play this one a bit more defensively. Civilian 3, suppressed. Civilian 4, so close to dropping. I could just missed him. Seb 4, out. Seb 7, on right. Starting to get a bit swarmed here. No! I mean... Well, fine. Relatively speaking, better her than us, I guess. Sorry, ma'am. I tried. Let's take him out. Careful, though. We might have more in that building. Seb 5, out. Check warehouse. Seb 8, on left. Let's see if we can soften. Nice. Less damage than I would have liked, though. Could just kill. Yeah, don't be dinosaur. Couldn't take the chance. Especially since we might have yet more hidden in there somewhere. Front room clear. But we still have a lot of blind spots here. As for you guys... Oh, boy. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Let's swipe the board. Nice. Ah, come on, man. Alright, I am definitely starting to see how these guys could easily overwhelm your line. I mean, more shotties would certainly help, but at the same time, I believe the autopsy showed us it's really risky to let these guys get up close, since obviously that's where they're at their most dangerous. Target suppressed. Bit of a waste, but we'll do what we gotta. Hold. Really don't want to risk destroying that tube. Though we really are getting bogged down here. We have Seb 9. Hi. No, don't go back. Come on, man. That's cold-blooded. So what are we up to now? Seb 10, I just said. I'm losing track. There's so many of them. They're just swarming. Let's go for cap. Fall down, please. Thank you. $7-11 in sight. Shoot. Yeah, fall back. Pull him into the rest. We can go for another cap next round. Could also have Kazorm try to nuke the wall, but he's a bit far for that. I will say, though, just having a launcher on our squad definitely changes how I look at a lot of these tactical scenarios. Knowing we can just erase chunks of cover. Warehouse Seb at half. I've lost his number. Go for frag. Nice, nice. Drop this guy. Ah, fall back. Or just crouch, that's good. Alright, we suppressed him, that's good, I'll take it. Hang tight, Robovsky. Hey, okay. And you know what? We might just have to risk the tube over here. I really don't want to shoot it, but that guy's not giving us much choice. As for Roman, we'll just have him watch alley. This guy might push out right. He does have a door like 4 spaces over. Hold. Nice. Oh, wow. Seb 12, immediately out. And Seb 3, finally pushing. As is 7-11. More gunfire. So we do have at least one friendly on site. Breach. Yeah, go for cap. Then we can have trap, push back. Gecko, KO. Back room clear, though we know from gunfire there's at least one more behind. Just want to see if we can get eyes on. Nope. That's cool though. Roman's got your 6. Let's drop number 3 over here. Should be easy now. Hi there. Had just about enough out of you, buddy. The buck stops here. Oh, wait. Sorry. The stun gun's here. Yeah, we got all our shotties on the other side. I have had some folks suggest packing extra shotties in our packs, but it's just so much extra weight, you know? Weight that I do feel... Hey, nice. Is better put to use with explosives or modules, since I do make heavy use of those. Push up top. Let's get eyes in the sky. Number 13. Though at a fair enough distance, we don't have to worry too much about him. Hold. We're going to have to double time it, though. We've only got 2 turns left on the clock, and we have barely rescued anyone. So we've got 13 there. We've got 14 out back somewhere. Let's move for rescues this round. Try to at least hit the break-even point. 5 or 6 rescues minimum. Pop, pop. I mean, obviously he's going to regen, but really just trying to stack that suppress. Buy ourselves a little more time. Yeah, that's good. Oh, maybe don't path through the fire if you can help it, please. Thank you. I feel like that really should be kind of a basic assumption. That's a demerit for burp. Reckless disregard for her own safety in the first degree. No way we make that shot. Just hang tight, Roman. We know we've got 14 out back here anyway. Oh, yep, speaking of which. Hello, this is slightly awkward. Flash mob. "14 suppressed." Go for rescue. Yeah, I should have just booked it, but that's fine. Fall back. Gotta clear these crates. Okay, good, good. Hold. Ladder's too far out. Just, push up. And hold. Well, hi there. Man, I was just gonna book it, but now I guess we're, burping? Yeah, the Raiders are a class act. Nice. Honestly, I'm not sure there's really a lot of wordplay you can do with burps. Like flatulence, there's a ton of idioms and metaphors to play with, but I don't think there's really an equivalent for burping. It's just not as deeply ingrained in lowbrow humor for whatever reason. Like, I'm trying to think of prominent examples, and honestly, the only things that spring to mind are like Rick and Morty, Beavis and Butthead. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm definitely not a highbrow humor snob. I grew up on, like, Leslie Nielsen and Night at the Roxbury's. Old school Will Ferrell. Christopher Walken. I mean, technically speaking, I don't think Walken is a comedian, but he is hilarious in everything he ever appears in. And I love him for it. Wow, we actually got a lot done this turn. 8 of 10 rescues. No way we get those last two, they're just too far out. Might be down to our last enemy. Number 14 might be it. Oh, my. Oh, you jerk. Of course. Last one on the field. Sucking wind on health. Puts a shot right through someone's femoral. Sorry about that, Zarmal. Alright, let's wrap this up. Let's get her done. Oh, and there's our friendly. Sorry to you too, I guess. Alright, well, aside from that, that bit with Zarmal right towards the end, we actually did pretty good there. I will say, I was a bit concerned early on when they just kept pouring out of those warehouses. But I think that's kind of their thing. You know, individually they're low threat, they're durable, but they're wildly inaccurate. But as I said when we started, there's always Sebilians more where that one came from. Hey, consolation prize for Zarmal. Crimson Heart. And a golden star for Book Thief. Nice. Bit by bit, we are forever improving. With 6 caps, 6 corpses. Though, I thought we had 14. We did miss one. Oh, and you know, I may have inadvertently vaped a corpse. I was pretty judicious with Kazorm's launcher. That is the downside to leaning too heavily on explosives. You're depriving yourself of loot. In this particular case, I want to say 10k for the corpse, 4k for the weapon. So net loss in this case was like 25k to the explosive tax. That's the cost of doing business. Alright, looking good. Let's push up the clock. See if we can wrap that research, collect our paycheck. 2.5 days left on the clock. Almost there. Accelerated cannon complete. Let's get that fitted. Still need Sidewinder and Ablative. And hanger up at Excommunicado. So now we can finally get Interceptor 4 up and running. Once we bump our funds back up over 500k. Oof. But those Sebs aren't going to do it. One sec, I'm going to have to crunch some numbers here. And we're back. A few Sebs lighter, but Angel 4 in production. 5 days on Interceptor, 2 days on Research, 5 on Paycheck. Sidewinders up. Let's get those fitted. And here we go. Alien Origins. After carefully monitoring many hours of transmissions from the captured Mentarch, I successfully gained access to the hyperdrive systems and the precious navigational data within. The contents were somewhat of a surprise. I have struggled for some time to understand how hyperdrive technology could possibly function across interstellar distances. The energy required increases with range, and even a jump from the closest star system, roughly 5 light-years, would require unfathomable amounts of energy. The truth is simple. Our primitive minds fundamentally misunderstood the purpose of the hyperdrive. Our alien foes are not using the device to traverse our universe. Instead, they remain in roughly the same physical location and jump across the multiverse. Explaining the concept of multidimensional travel succinctly is difficult. but it appears a great many alternate dimensions are actually far closer to us, in terms of energy expenditure required to reach them, than Proxima Centauri. Our enemies thus also originate from Earth, but the Earth of a distant dimension that may differ greatly from our own. These Eternals seem to be interdimensional explorers, searching the multiverse for worlds where multicellular life has evolved. It appears only a handful of such dimensions exist, out of many thousands recorded within the hyperdrive. I suspect the various alien species we have encountered were once the dominant lifeforms on their worlds, only to be conquered and enslaved by the Eternals. Each represents a different evolutionary path for Earth, had chance unfolded differently. At the center of this hyperdrive map sits the Eternal Homeworld, the seat of their empire from which the invasion must originate. We must eventually attack this world if we are to triumph, yet we know too little about our foes to identify where this blow should fall. Capturing alien units, particularly high-ranking ones, for interrogation should solve this problem, furnishing us with sufficient information to devise a suitable plan of attack. Oh, interesting. Also, hello, Ellie. She really seems to like the Xenonauts lore. She always comes running when I start reading it. But, yeah, this is interesting. It's kind of a blend of basic plot elements from both the first and third XCOM. The conventional alien invasion scenario plus general creature types of XCOM 1 UFO Defense, but then also the multidimensional shenanigans of XCOM 3. Upgrades all our existing radar array structures to quantum arrays, which also intercept alien communications and unlock additional information about detected UFOs. Oh man, well we definitely want that. Honestly, that is one area I have been neglecting in general, is the radar game. Which obviously we can't afford right now, but that might be our priority for month 4. We need to get more radars up. We need to get those quantum upgrades installed. We need missile launchers. We need sentry guns. I imagine it's only a matter of time before they start trying to hit our bases. And no new plot project. Interesting. Perhaps it unlocks once we actually capture an alien officer of some sort, which I'm not sure are in the current version. I believe the current build goes up to like day 250, 300, so we've still got a ways to go in theory. But Milestone 4 is right around the corner. As for a new project, I guess, you know what, let's knock out some of these shorter ones. We'll do, given what we just read, we'll do the Mentarchs. Get some more battlefield bonuses banked before we bog ourselves down with another long one. Though I do want to get that UFO hull project going. And the tissue regen. Ugh, so many projects, so little time. But it's fine, it's fine. 5 days is good. We'll do 5 days on the Mentarchs. Scout ship with probe escort. Right near Exo. Oh, yes, please. That's a great trainer mission for the new recruits. Can we auto? Oh, right, yes. Hold. There we go. Scout ship down, and Crash Site 4 on the map. Oh, with a 1 day, 8 hour timer, come on. I'm not sure that gives us enough time to finish our current project. Hold on, let me spot check EXO real quick. Already got Carpete in there. I could swap out one of the riflemen for Erica. depends on who still needs that metal. Yeah, not enough time left to finish our autopsy. Which is fine. I mean, that wouldn't have given us any immediate bonuses anyway. We'd still have to finish the associated engineering project. Alright, well, unfortunately, I guess that means we have to call it here. Because I do need to revise our loadouts. I need to swap in Erica. I need to check our metals. So I guess this will be our warm-up for next time. But still, you know, we did get a bit accomplished today. We cleared another week and a half off the clock. We got our second batch of interceptors going. We cleared an alien abduction mission. Got a few more medals. Still no casualties. I've got to say, I'm starting to feel like they might have undertuned a little. You know, pulled it back a bit too much since that first time we dipped in. But we'll see. We'll see. We are just 3 months deep. You know, still going up against low-tier foes. Wraiths and servitors are the toughest we've encountered. That said, we'll hit the pause button for now. We'll get XO loaded. And we will pick up here next time. See you then. Oh, and special thanks to the Raiders, the fine folks who help make these videos possible, including but not limited to Eerie V23, Revenant, Alois, CrowkingLoR, Dragon Matrix 7, Drakiith, EgonAlter, Exsellsior, Gottlieb, James Trimmier, Kazorm, Mark Giemza, Nathan Welch Jr., OverlordPherom, RandomPassrby, RobbyB, Tomasz Piątkowski, Triphoppenskip, and Valinrook. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, if you'd also like to help support the channel, then feel free to push the buttons that do the things. Trust me, it does make a difference. Or you could even check out the PayPal, the Patreon, the Nexus GG, or the YouTube memberships. Links are in the description.